Hey Survivor, welcome to episode 78 of the Vibrant Survivor podcast. Today we're discussing 10 things to do when someone asks you to set aside your differences with the narcissist. Now, before we come undone over this, let's self-regulate with a 4-4-8 breathing exercise if you'd like. We're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. Ready? Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how that feels in your body. Now, grab your notebook and pen, and let's dig in. Hey Survivor, welcome to the Vibrant Survivor podcast. Do you want to disconnect from a narcissistic or toxic situation and heal? Are you Googling how to identify a narcissist, narcissistic abuse, and boundaries? Are you feeling stressed and lonely while trying to avoid being sucked back in and lied to again? Hey, I'm Lesley. As a busy wife and mom, I fell for the lies and manipulations of narcissists. I wasted my time, talents, and money on users who kept moving the goalposts. I wanted real relationships and business opportunities and to enjoy life with my family. Instead, I struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, and insomnia, and I couldn't trust my body or anybody until I took a holistic approach to healing. In this podcast, you'll find tips for healthy living, trauma healing, and boundaries so that you'll have the freedom, confidence, and inner peace to respond, not react, after narcissistic abuse. Take a deep breath in, let it out slowly, and just relax. This time's for you. Hey, Survivor! Are you tired of feeling exhausted, stressed, lonely, and stuck in narcissistic relationships, and you just want closure and healing? I spent years rationalizing toxic relationships and dysfunctional environments in the name of community, connection, and career. As a result, I wasted my time, talents, and money on users who kept moving the goalposts. One of the worst was an alleged murderer who discarded me after I caught him lying, stopped helping him for free, and held my boundaries. Even though I dodged a bullet, I felt depressed, ashamed, and I doubted myself. I want you to know that you don't have to suffer in silence, feel alone, or crazy anymore. Come and experience the power of creating your own closure without the permission or participation of the narcissist. I've been no contact for over 4 years now, and I've grown personally and professionally. I have more clarity, stronger boundaries. I'm building a life and business that I've always wanted and enjoying real relationships. I know you want to break patterns of getting into toxic relationships, even if you don't mean to. And it feels so good to disconnect from dysfunction, set and hold boundaries, provide closure for myself, and focus on self-care, and to empower my kids to do the same. Go to closurecoachingsession.com right now and get ready to heal after narcissistic abuse. I've talked with several people this week who were recently and repeatedly asked to set aside their differences with narcissistic individuals for the sake of community and cause. And I feel for them because the toxicity of it all has taken a toll on their health and well-being. And the request to set aside their differences is coming from people who don't understand the depths of the dysfunction, nor do they want to do the deeper dive to determine who and what they're dealing with. And as you know, Survivor, I've been there, personally and professionally. And it sucks because on the one hand, there's healing in community, and on the other hand, you can't duct tape dysfunctional dynamics to the detriment of others. Here are 10 things to do when someone asks you to set aside your differences with the narcissist. Number 1, consider their intentions. People often make this kind of a request out of a deeply rooted desire to reduce, if not eliminate, conflict. because they're afraid of it. It's uncomfortable. And they want to maintain social harmony, have everybody get along. Can't we just all get along? Or because they don't fully understand the dynamics of narcissistic abuse. The toxic behavior that they're experiencing has maybe been normalized during the course of their upbringing. I know it was for me, and it's important to recognize that someone who's making this type of a request for you to set aside your differences with the narcissist might have a limited perspective on things. Number 2, recognize manipulation. As you know, narcissists are skilled manipulators. Like, they live for this. It's all about control. And they may charm or deceive other people into believing that they are the victim, or that the conflict that's occurring is just a mere misunderstanding. They may explain it away with some wild story or excuse, or even try to play hero in the situation. Understanding this helps you to not take the person who's requesting that you set your differences aside personally. Number 3, know your boundaries. Take time to reflect on what boundaries are essential for your mental health. Write them down in your journal. Pray about them. Talk about them with other people to reinforce that. Boundaries that you may set could include no or low contact, not discussing certain topics with certain people, or even requesting the presence of a third party like a mediator, a witness, etc., when you do have to talk to someone. Number 4, communicate your boundaries. When you are approached with the request to set aside your differences with the narcissist, you can calmly and assertively communicate your boundaries. For example, you could say something like, I understand that you want peace, participation, progress, whatever the case may be. But for my well-being, I need to maintain my boundaries with fill in the blank with the narcissistic person's name. Number 5, be consistent. Show up consistently with your boundaries intact. Other people might not understand right away, but consistently showing up will help to reinforce that you have firm boundaries, that you have boundaries in general, and that they are non-negotiable. And by doing that, you may actually help other people to realize that their boundaries are either weak or non-existent. So you could change the course of their lives by leading by example. Number 6, practice self-care. You can engage in regular self-care practices to maintain your health and well-being, mind, body, and spirit. And this can include meditation, prayer, journaling, exercise, like the one that you'll do consistently, detoxing, if you're into that, nourishing your body with whole foods, especially ones that are going to boost your brain. Spending time with loved ones, or indulging in creative hobbies that light you up. Healing from narcissistic abuse takes time, focus, and self-compassion. You've got this. Number 7, seek support. Surround yourself with supportive people. This could include friends, family, or a support group. Having people who understand and validate your experiences is encouraging and helps to keep you sane. Number 8, get professional help. Nothing wrong with this. Consider seeking help from a therapist, especially one who understands trauma or who's trauma-informed, and even better, understands narcissistic abuse. And side note, it's okay if you have to go to a couple different ones until you find someone you like. This is a relationship at the end of the day. And it's important to have trust and safety. Therapy can provide you with some valuable tools to heal and to build resilience. Number 9, address your loneliness. I always say you're not alone, but you may feel alone, and that's real. It's common to feel lonely after you distance yourself or disconnect from a narcissist. They may even make sure that you feel lonely or that you feel badly about yourself for disconnecting from them. And that's on them. You can combat that loneliness wherever it's coming from by engaging in activities that bring you joy and connecting with new people who share your interests, or other people who may be in the same boat that you're in. Maybe you are part of a group that collectively has disconnected from a narcissist or from narcissistic individuals, and you all can relate to each other. So it may be helpful. You may need to have a time of bonding or a time of sharing and validation, and that's okay. That can be part of the healing process. It's okay to go there. You just don't want to stay there. You want to make sure that you keep moving forward. Number 10, embrace healing. I always say, healing is a journey. It is not a race. Your journey is yours. Walk your path at your pace. Celebrate small victories and progress. I'm all for that. Acknowledge your strength and resilience. How far you've come. Healing doesn't mean that you just get over it and move on or forget about what happened. But it does mean that what has happened to you does not control your life. You can forgive someone for stepping on your foot, but you don't have to dance with them again. Someone who's requesting that you set aside your differences with the narcissist in your life may not realize that their request could compromise your health and well-being. You shouldn't have to be subjected to re-traumatization, even if it's unintentional. Let's recap 10 things to do when someone asks you to set aside your differences with the narcissist. Number 1, consider their intentions. Number 2, recognize manipulation. Number 3, know your boundaries. Number 4, communicate your boundaries. Number 5, be consistent. Number 6, practice self-care. Number 7, seek support. Number 8, get professional help. Number 9, address your loneliness. And number 10, embrace healing. Remember, when it comes to narcissistic and toxic individuals, use your voice and choice to shut out the noise. Thanks for tuning in. Keep protecting your boundaries and prioritizing your well-being. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. If this podcast has helped you understand who and what you're dealing with, sharpen your discernment, and move forward on your healing journey, share it with another survivor. Help me help others by leaving a review for the show. And let's connect on social. Take a screenshot, share it in your IG stories, find and tag me at The Vibrant Survivor, and I'll share your post too. I look forward to connecting with you on IG and seeing you back here. You're not alone and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, and I'll meet you back here next week. Bye-bye.